All right. Hello and welcome, guys. Okay, so just before we rock and roll, let me know that you guys can see me, you can hear me. Just type it on the chat. I want to make sure that perfect, amazing. So, my invitation to you, I get the pleasure of being your host tonight. Before we get started, if you have any distractions right now, okay, if you have a mobile phone or if you have anything that is taking your attention, my invitation to you is put everything on silent, switch it off if you can. Okay, turn up your speakers right now. I'm going to share a quick video with you guys and then we're going to be ready to get started. So turn up the volume. So welcome guys. Welcome to Champions Lead. My name is Efrosini Adamides. I get the pleasure of being your host over the next 30 to 45 minutes. Now, you're probably sitting here in your lounge room right now and you're wondering, what is Champions Lead? What is my friend so excited about that he or she has invited me on this webinar without really telling me anything about that. So here's the thing. 11 years ago, I was in a similar situation to you. And, there was the last economic crash 11 years ago. And I was in a place in my life where, because of the last economic crash, I saw literally things crashing around me, economically, financially, in my life, personally. And I was in a place where I felt like there was no light at the end of the tunnel. But my brother invited me to an event like this. And that night, when I saw what you guys were about to see, literally changed the direction of my life. And in fact, one of the people that was sharing this concept when I saw this 11 years ago is the gentleman that I get the pleasure and the privilege in order to introduce. This particular individual, I remember walking into a presentation and there was a couple of hundred people in the room. And there was a gentleman that was the same age as me, but he had the lifestyle that I always dreamt of. He had the lifestyle that I didn't think was possible for me. But when I saw someone similar age than me achieve that, I realized that maybe if I follow the right person and be part of the right vehicle, things can change for me as well. See, when this gentleman was in front of the room and I heard him being introduced, and I realized that this gentleman at the time was a best-selling author on Amazon. Now, 11 years ago, he's 10 times best-selling author on Amazon. He's owned his own network marketing company in the past. In fact, he has been consistently one of the top income earners in our whole industry, having made millions from the industry. So here's one thing that I learned about success, that if you want to have success, find someone that has success in the area that you want and follow in their footsteps. So I remember going to this gentleman and I said, is this real? And he said, come to Los Angeles and check the big picture. So literally when I went to an event and I saw the big picture, I realized that this gentleman was a force to be reckoned with. And if all I could do was get under his wing and follow in his footsteps, then I would have a crazy lifestyle. Guys, this gentleman in our company, in this project that we're about to share with you right now, out of millions of people that are part of this international global project, out of millions of people, he's the number one guy. And you see right now, we're calling this Champions Lead. because most people are in their homes watching Champions League and watching champions in the football industry play at the highest level. Well, we're taking exactly the same concept, bringing it to your lounge room, but instead of sitting there and watching champions play and just watching them, you are seeing the people that are champions in financial freedom, champions of success, but more importantly, they're here to show you a way how you can be the champion in your life as well. So I'm excited to bring this individual up. Now he's literally my brother from another mother. He's one of my best friends in the world. And what I love about this guy is that despite all the success that he's had, when you meet him in a second, you're going to realize he's got the biggest heart, the most humble nature, and just loves adventure and helping people live a life of true fun, freedom, and fulfillment. So Matt Morris, we're ready for you.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. I can hardly sit in my chair here. My head's so big from that introduction. So I appreciate it. Eversini has been an amazing journey over the last 11 years. And, you know, it's so fascinating. I mean, I was just thinking about this yesterday, how everything's kind of come full circle. I mean, 11 years ago, we were in the midst of what they called the Great Recession. It was the biggest recession that we had ever seen since the Great Depression. And I was a business owner at the time. I had my own company, had 18 employees, big corner office overlooking downtown Dallas. And, you know, from the outside looking in, it looked like I was doing really well. The challenge was I was stuck in my office 60, 70 hours a week, stressed out, burned out, huge overhead. And, you know, I'd come to the office in the mornings, my daughter would be asleep. I'd come home in the evenings, she'd be asleep. So, you know, I had this goal of being super daddy, but the reality is I was watching my daughter grow up horizontal, not vertical, and nowhere close to that super daddy status. And, you know, previous to having some challenges, I was making really good money, just no time to enjoy it. And, you know, my dreams of being a business owner and having all the time that I wanted, time freedom, was not the reality. Well, there was a blessing when the stock market crashed back in 2008. 6 months later, I found myself $750,000 in debt at the age of 32 years old. And that was one of those moments where I don't know if you've had this, but, you know, you take a look at your life and you're forced to say, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? And that's where I was. And so, you know, 60 days away from bankruptcy, losing everything. And one of my best friends had started this company, my mentor from my early 20s. And, you know, he had started this company a year after I had started my company. And, you know, my first year, I thought we did really well. We did $1 million in revenue. This company did 14 million in revenues. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're crushing it. My second year, I did 4 million. I quadrupled my revenues. And the second year, my buddy who started this company did 40 million. My third year, I did 6 million. Their next year, they did about 80 million or 90 million. And the writing was just on the wall. I mean, all signs pointing to this company being an absolute giant. And in the midst of the recession, I jumped in, and it's been the best financial decision I've ever made, the best lifestyle decision I've ever made. And, you know, I've been able to pay off all the debt that I had. I mean, I found myself in such deep debt, I didn't know how I would get out. I got out because of the concept I'm about to show you. I've been on over 100 free vacations paid for with the travel bonus program. I've made way more money. I mean, my income tripled the year after I joined. And again, I thought I was doing really well. Tripled from doing what you're about to see. And so, you know, your friend invited you here because they want to share with you what's going on. And we're in the most fascinating economic climate I have ever seen. I mean, I thought 2008 and 2009 was interesting. And it's just one of those times where champions have to adjust. This is a Champions League. And we realize that when the economy changes, you can position yourself to make more money or way less money. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going to make way less money, but many are going to make a lot more. And we're going to show you a solution. The light bulb typically will either come on or not. It's one of those things where when I saw it, I fell in love. Efrosini saw it, she fell in love. You know, and that'll just kind of be the case here. So what I'm going to do is share my screen, and I'm going to run through a handful of slides here just to give you an idea, to give you everything that you need to make an informed and educated decision in the next 30 minutes or so. And you'll know if this is right for you or not. And so this is a VIP event. We do not do any kind of advertising. You'll never see our company advertised on TV, radio, anything like that. It's all through the referral of a friend or a family member. And so in the economic climate, I've got a question for you. What is your life going to look like 90 days from today? What's it going to look like? Now, typically there's one of three things is going to happen. It's going to be the same, it's going to be worse, or it's going to be better. Historically, typically 95% of the people, the answer is number one. It's going to be the same 90 days from now. I mean, that's just 95% of the population. That's the case. In the environment that we're in right now, that's kind of flipped. Today, if you ask people, what's your life going to look like 90 days from now? About 10% of the people are going to be the same. 90% are going to be worse or better. And so, you know, we realize there's the same amount of money. To give a quick economics lesson, there's the same amount of money. In fact, there's more money in a recession because the government typically prints more money. So there's actually more money. How do you get that money? And so let's look at what's happening. I mean, with the recession looming here, it's really already started. All economists are saying more businesses are going to close their doors in the next few months than in the last 3 to 5 years combined. Millions of jobs have already been lost. And the next recession here is predicted to be 8 to 10 times worse than 2008. And so, you know, we've seen the news, the coronavirus could cost 37 million jobs lost. And I'm going to show you a quick video. When I saw this, I got to tell you, I was blown away because of the sheer magnitude of what's happening. So I'm going to show you a video, and this is going to track just from the US, the number of people filing for unemployment. So this is jobs lost historically going back from 1960, 1965. And so if you look at this, you can look at 1968, 1970, 75, 80, 1990. I mean, it's kind of going up and down, 2000, 2010, and watch what's about to happen. Literally off the charts. There's been about 10 million people in the last few weeks that have filed for unemployment. I mean, you look at that, it's staggering. And, you know, this is, according to Forbes, this is the US Department of Labor, and it's staggering what's happening. And so there are a lot of people who are going to be severely hurt because of this recession. And there's really two diseases. My friend Stavros shared this concept with me the other day. He said there's really two diseases. There's the coronavirus, obviously, and there's no medicine for that. We don't have a cure. We don't have a vaccination. But there's another disease that's going to affect more people than the coronavirus, and that disease is the loss of finances. And fortunately, there is a cure for that. There is a vaccination for that, and we believe we have it. And that's being able to start your own business from home. And so if you look at what's happened over time, the surge term work from home business has skyrocketed over the last couple of weeks. If you look at the network marketing profession, you see 86% of companies surveyed have a greater month-over-month revenue. This was March revenues compared to February revenues. 86% of companies were up, only 14% were the same or down. So you got to ask yourself, why would 86% of the companies be up? And some of these companies are up dramatically. I mean, 27, 31% month over month, 14% month over month. In the business world, if you can do 10 to 20% year over year growth, you'll be doing really well. So our profession is doing that month over month. Why is that? Well, very simply, there's more people looking for a home-based business right now, more people forced to work from home. And so let's look at the travel industry. We're going to talk about travel, and we've got arguably the greatest investor in history, Warren Buffett, betting big on airlines. And so March 9th, at the beginning of all this, when travel is down, he's putting a ton of money, billions of dollars into the travel industry. So why would he be doing that? Well, obviously, we know the travel industry is too big to fail. $8 trillion a year spent on travel. I mean, you could take the number 2, number 3, and number 4 largest industries, oil and gas, food, and pharmaceuticals. Combine those 3 industries, travel is bigger than all 3 combined. And so we know the travel industry is unstoppable. We know that with everyone in quarantine, the number one thing that people want to do when the quarantine is over and when the lockdowns are over is go travel. And so we know the travel industry will boom like it always has. And so our company, based out of Plano, Texas, we've hit the Inc. 5,000 fastest growing privately held companies in America 4 years in a row. We did over $2 billion in a 3-year period. We've won all the major travel awards. This is kind of like the Oscars of the travel industry, world's leading travel club in different regions of the world as well. And what we offer to the public are products that just make a ton of sense. If someone either travels already or they want to travel, they lose money by not owning our membership. And so it's a no-brainer for anyone who travels already or wants to travel. And so I'm going to kind of go through silver through titanium. I'll talk first about silver. Now, our silver product is unlimited wholesale travel along with 1 private dream trip. And so wholesale travel, let me give you an idea of how this works. If you look at Expedia, Priceline, Booking.com, all of those companies make money one primary way. When you book on their website, they earn a commission from the property. And so these companies make billions of dollars a year from commissions paid from us booking on their website. And so the founder of our company said, well, how could we build the biggest travel company in the world and make no money selling travel? And so what our product does is we're going to give you, through a private password protected website, wholesale rates on 550,000 plus properties around the world, resorts, hotels, you name it. You'll have access. Commissions stripped out, you get it at the wholesale rate. In some cases, you can go on 1 trip and save more than an entire year's cost of your membership. This is why we've had about 2 million people purchase our membership, because it just makes economic sense. And so we pop on here. Let me see if I can, my computer is a little frozen up. Let me see if I can minimize that, and then I will start this again. So let's give an example here. New York, Booking.com, and this is apples to apples, exact same property, exact same dates. Booking.com, you would pay $1,095. With us, you'd pay $691. You would save $405 on this trip. Honolulu, Hawaii. On Booking.com, you pay $1,800. With us, you pay $1,096. You save $720. Again, anywhere you want to go, any dates, you name it, search for it, you get the wholesale rate. Here's London, $784 savings. Here's Los Cabos in Mexico, $708 savings. And listen, I could give you 1,000 different examples. Bora Bora, definitely one of my favorite places in the world. $1,900 savings, almost $2,000 savings on this trip. Our silver product is $25 today and $25 a month. Again, you can go on 1 trip over the course of the next year and save more than the cost of the membership. This is why we have so many people, literally hundreds of people every single day buying our membership. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people every single month traveling with our membership when we're not in quarantine. And so that's our silver membership. Worst case scenario, no one should leave any of our webinars, any of our events without at least purchasing silver. So now I'm going to talk about gold through titanium. Now, these are our specially curated trips. These are high-end trips, pre-planned at destinations that we know you will love. We know you'll love them because they've been vetted out before. There's going to be a host or a hostess on every trip. There's typically a meet and greet party, 4 and 5 star trips at 2 and 3 star prices. And we do typically over 5,000 of these per year. Includes the membership, includes your spouse or significant other. You can't bring them both on the same trip. That's against policy. Any children living in the house, if you're single, you can bring a new date on every trip. All available through what we call the world's greatest travel app, and you can have access to this at your fingertips. Here's an example, a 5-day, 4-night cruise for $69. Now, this is not just a coronavirus special. This is something that we've had for years. Cruises for $69. Now, how could we get a cruise for 69 bucks? Well, the reason why is through leverage. We are the largest privately held travel club in the world. So we have hundreds of thousands of members spread out around the world. We do thousands of trips a year, and we buy in bulk. We're able to get deeper than wholesale in many, many cases. And so I'll give you a couple examples here. Cabo San Lucas at the Hard Rock Hotel, 5 days, 4 nights, all inclusive. That's all you can drink with your alcohol, all you can eat at multiple restaurants. Ocean view room, round trip airports, welcome and farewell parties. $497. Now, if you look there, it says apply 405 points. What that means, and a point is a dollar is a point. Whatever you spend on your membership today, you get the equivalent number in points. So it's almost like a vacation savings account. Whatever you spend on the membership, you can use it towards one of these dream trips. Las Vegas, 4 days, 3 nights, $219 includes tickets to the Beatles show, which I've done that, awesome show. Round trip transfers, here's Dubai. Definitely bucket list experience, 5 days, 4 nights, only $657. You can apply, take 405 off of that based on your number of points. And I mean, you look at everything included, half-day city tour, half-day boat trip, half-day tour with a desert safari. I mean, you're ATVing on the sand dunes, you're riding camels, a half-day nighttime tour, you're getting welcome receptions, 4 breakfasts, 2 dinners, incredible experience, and you're probably saving a couple $1,000s. Now, we just rolled out the golden ticket trips, and these are 4 and 5 star resorts, all inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink, alcohol included, for $249 per person or less. So again, 4 days, 3 nights at resorts, up to 75% off. Now, here's what's cool about the travel industry is right now they have the most flexible program imaginable. If you want to book a trip till September, in September and book it now, you can do that. You can change the dates. I mean, right now you have better deals than we have ever had. And here's a few. So Turkey, 4 days, 3 nights, all inclusive, beachfront, $249 per person. Here's Egypt, the Pyramid Edge Hotel, 4 days, 3 nights, includes breakfast, location near the pyramids, rooftop views of the pyramids for only $99 a person. That is crazy. Casa de Campo in Dominican Republic, $179 for all inclusive there. We also have anytime escapes. These are, you know, special deals we've brokered with big resorts. They have unused inventory that they don't want to sell at a discount to the retail public because it will ruin the retail business. But we captured up as a private membership, Santorini, 3 days, 2 nights for only $198. Orlando, Florida, near Disney World, $59 per night. We also have voluntourism trips. So if you have a heart to give back, you can definitely do that. We built bottle schools, volunteer at orphanages. We actually got written up in Oprah's magazine about our bottle school program. We've built over 100 bottle schools in Guatemala. And so on the dream trips, we have 3 different levels. Gold is everything that I just talked to you about. It's $200 now, $57 a month. All of that goes towards a dream trip. Platinum membership, everything included in gold, including pre-sale access, platinum perks on every trip, platinum only dream trips. You have an emergency evacuation service. You can apply more points. There's a travel advisor, and you know, platinum, I'll tell you the best way to determine. If you want to do 1 trip a year, gold is the way to go. If you want to do 2 trips or more a year, you'll actually save more money with platinum. So $300 one time, $100 a month within the Dream Trips offering. That is the most popular. And then our titanium product is the elite of the elite. $2,000 private jet credit, $1,000 yacht credit, a dedicated concierge, room upgrades, breakfasts, tea times. You can get into golf clubs that normally you would never be able to get into unless you had a membership that would cost tens of thousands of dollars. Hertz Presidential Service, where you could drop off your rental car. Instead of going to the rental car area, you pull it right up to the gate and someone meets you to take the car. So our titanium membership, $1,000 one time, $200 a month, all of that goes to points. And so listen, whichever level you decide on the gold, platinum, or titanium, just realize that it all goes towards a dream trip. And we have a program called Refer For, Pay No More. Now, when I joined, I did the highest level. When the additional level, in fact, originally it was just gold, and they had a version of silver. And they came out with platinum. I did platinum because I knew I'd refer for. I did titanium because I knew I'd refer for and not have to pay it. So we call it Refer For, Pay No More. Refer 4 others to the membership that you're at. Your monthly fee is waived. You pay it no more as long as they're active. And so listen, if you love travel, if you want to make your life more of an adventure, pick up a membership. I can't tell you how my life has changed in the last 11 years. I mean, I've over 100 of these vacations paid for with our travel bonus program. I mean, I don't know how else I could have done 100 vacations in 11 years. I just don't know that it would be possible outside of what we're doing. And so I'm going to switch gears a little bit and talk about the business side. If you'd like to earn income by referring other members, you can become a representative. It's the entire cost of the business is $50. One time, $25 a month. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We've got, full training events that show you how to do this. We have online events. So obviously, we're doing a ton of online events. Our next major event coming up is our United event. It's going to be April 25th and 26th. It's going to be about a 5-hour day, 2 days in a row, and you're going to get to learn from the top income earners in our entire company to show you exactly how they've been able to earn 6 to 7 figures. In fact, I believe all of the trainers at this event have earned over $1 million. Some of us earn over $1 million per year. You'll get to hear from our director of training, Mark Aceta, who is the single greatest training I've ever seen in the direct selling network marketing profession. Tickets are only $50. We do have a VIP access. VIP, you're going to get a ton of additional training. If you want that additional even more advanced training, you can upgrade to VIP at $75. I'm doing a special objection handling to give you, tell you exactly how to overcome virtually every objection that comes up to make you as bulletproof as possible. Now, we earn commissions in a couple different ways. We earn direct commissions. When you refer someone, refer a silver, you make $2.50. Refer a gold, you make 20. A platinum is 50, titanium is 100. So that's a direct commission. You can't get rich, can't get wealthy on direct commissions. We also have leveraged income. So as you start building a team, when people are paying their $200, $300, $1,000 to get started, based on the referral network that you grow, you're going to earn overrides on those commissions. Every single week, you can earn overrides up to $25,000 in weekly income based on new members joining your team. We also have monthly residual income based on everyone paying their monthly dues. Now, here's what's cool. I've been doing this now for 11 years, and every month I have people join my organization. I have a ton of new customers every single week join my organization. So what happens is my residual income gets stronger because some of those members will never quit. Some will stay forever. Obviously not everyone, but some never quit because our product is so amazing. And so as your organization grows, you earn a higher level income. So this is kind of our achievement levels, 3-star representative. That's 24 members on your team. Average monthly income is about $200 a month. Senior representative, that'd be 60 members on your team. Average monthly income, $600 a month. Director, 180 members on your team. Average monthly income, $1,300 a month. Now, you're not rich at $1,300 a month, but I'll tell you, we've had over 5,000 people achieve that level. That's a lot of people earning a significant level of additional income. Now, most people do this on the side. It's in addition to what they're doing right now. Marketing director, 400 members, that's $4,000 a month. That's full-time for 90% of the people in the world. Regional marketing director, 900 members on your team. And again, this is not that you've done personally. So at regional marketing director, and maybe you referred 30 customers, and those 30 started referring other customers who referred others who referred others. Your team grows to a total of 900 members, and that's $10,000 per month income on average. At regional marketing director, you have $1,000 a month car bonus. At national marketing director, that bumps up to $1,500 a month. Your average income is $20,000 a month. And then the top level international marketing director, you're now earning a home bonus of $3,000 a month, average monthly income of $35,000 a month. Now, let's be real. Outside of this, there's not a real strong opportunity for someone to make that kind of money. And let's also be real, you can't just join and money's gonna fall from the sky. Obviously, you have to refer others. You gotta plug into our system. Now, when I got started, the company had been going for a number of years. And there were already people who had achieved that international marketing director level. There were already people earning $1 million a year. And I just figured if I did what they did, I could have what they have. Let me say that again. My whole thought was this: if I did what they did, I could have what they have. And that's the whole thing, is we've got a proven system where if you are hungry, if you want something to change in your life, if you're willing to plug into a system of doing business, we can help you achieve whatever level you want to achieve if you're willing to put in the work. Now, we've got people from all over the world. Now, here's the cool thing about this is we're all one big team. We all work together. There's people on this webinar today. I have no financial incentive when you get started. Some of you, I may, but we got my friend here, Byron. There's Martin, there's Sasha, there's so many of us, and we all come together to do these webinars to help you. So you never actually have to give one of these presentations. You can invite someone to one of these presentations and let us do the explaining for you. You can have people watch this on a recorded version and have that do the work for you. See, when I started sharing this, I just literally, I didn't explain it to anyone. I said, here, I want you to watch this. Here, I want you to watch this. Hey, I want you to watch this. I had them watch someone else present for me, and I asked them if they wanted to get started. That has been my entire system over the last 11 years. Now, what I want to do here, I'm going to exit out of this for a second. And what I'd love to do is just have we've invited a handful of people to share. Efrosini Adamides, who you introduced me, you see her on the screen, or you saw her on the screen. Now, she is one of our top female earners, period, in the entire world. She's built an organization that has grown to hundreds of thousands of customers around the world. She's one of the most respected leaders, incredible trainer. She's helped so many other people achieve financial freedom. You definitely want to hear from her. Efrosini, would you mind sharing your story?
Of course. Thank you for that, Matt. So guys, as I shared a little bit earlier, you know, when I saw World Ventures, I was at a time where I was in debt up to here, and I was working crazy hours, but I wanted something more. So, you know, I met people that had achieved that dream lifestyle. And here's the best possible thing that I did. I went to a training. I did exactly what the trainers told us to do. 11 months later, I replaced my full-time income. And that's when I left my job. And here's what excites me right now. I never know who I'm going to meet on a daily basis that right now is looking for something, and we can help them to create the same thing. So for that, I'm grateful for World Ventures. And I believe we have a couple of other people as well that actually the next person I'm also going to bring as well, guys, is a gentleman that I remember. I met him when he was 16 years old. He was a boy at the time with big fire in his eyes, and he's created a huge story, becoming one of the youngest IMDs in the world. Crisante, let us know. We're ready to rock and roll.
What's up, guys? I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. So that's true. I saw this information, guys, back in 2011. I was in Cyprus. I was a student back then in high school, and I didn't know how to make my dreams come true. I found this opportunity 9 years ago. I said yes, and I'm thankful that I said yes, because after 9 years, I've traveled to all 5 continents. I've been 7 times to New York. It was one of my dream destinations. And Las Vegas 2 times, stay at the best suite in Cosmopolitan Hotel, watching the founders of Bellagio Hotel. It was a dream come true. And I was super excited to show this information. And I follow what Matt said. I just showed this video to everyone. I just showed this recording information to everyone. I just say, hey, watch this, watch this. And the team grew over 60,000 people in the past 9 years. And I'm super grateful for all this company has given me and my whole family.
Thank you, Chrysanthemum. Guys, last story from a guy that it was actually his vision to create Champions Lead. He's created one of the most dynamic teams in all of Europe right now. Regional Marketing Director, Panos Salas, over to you.
Hey, Efrosini. Hey, Matt Morris. So, guys, I'm very excited. My name is Panos Salas. I'm from Greece, 39 years old, and the last 4 years in Romania. So what I can tell you, I had classical business for many years. I was making good money, but as my business was going up, my time was going down. So always I was searching a way how I can create an income, a residual income. So I had the opportunity before 4 years, I think it was beginning of April. I met also Matt Morris in my city in Thessaloniki. It really helped me to understand the vision of Dream Trips and World Ventures. I'm grateful because I traveled to more than 25 countries, but the most important is that give me real freedom in my life to choose and to do whatever I want every day. So thank you very much and have a good night.
Mr. Matt Morris, back to you.
All right, awesome. I appreciate you guys sharing. So listen, you know, this works. Does it work for everyone? I wouldn't say it works for everyone because not everyone works it. For those that put in the effort, I will tell you it works. For those that follow the system, it works. And so if you're coachable, if you're teachable, we can show you how to change things in a very big way. Let me share my screen with you real quick and we will finish up. So last thing I want to talk about here, the way our compensation plan works, there's a 2-team system. Okay, there's a left team and a right team. And the person who invited you on the webinar, they're sharing this with a lot of people. And because there's only 2 teams, at least half of everyone they introduced to the program after you has to go on your team that counts towards your bonuses. And so you have the ability tonight to secure the highest available position within their organization. Now, let's say tomorrow at noon, we're going to be doing this presentation again. Let's say Bob joins. Bob goes on your team. He counts towards your bonuses forever. Now, should you hesitate and wait till tomorrow night to sign up as an example, then Bob would take that position. You'd go on Bob's team. And that's cool for Bob. It's cool for your friend. It's just not so cool for you because anything Bob ever does on his other team will never count towards your bonuses. Had you signed up 1 second before Bob, you'd have Bob and everyone on his team counting towards yours. And so we share that just because we didn't used to, and people got mad at us because they didn't understand the sense of urgency for getting started. And we don't want you to lose money if this is something that you really feel like you want to do anyway. If you want to do it anyway, go ahead and lock in a position. Now, to recap, if you want to become a member and a representative, silver, $75, $50 a month. Gold, platinum, titanium, you can see the pricing there. Now, as you refer 4 other members, your product fee goes away and it's only the business cost of $25 a month, okay? Now, this is one of my favorite quotes from Richard Branson. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes and learn how to do it later. I will tell you, when I saw this for the first time, I did not know how to go international marketing director. But the simple fact that someone else had led me to believe that I could do it as well. In fact, I've been able to do it 3 times, okay? I never in a million years imagined that my life would look like this. And in the environment that we're in, we're seeing so much more activity, so much more results than we ever have because of what? Because everyone's looking right now. And so if you want to be a blessing to other people, if you want to be part of the medicine, if you want to give people the medicine for the financial disease that's happening, lock arms with us. And if you're coachable and teachable, we will walk you through a proven system that's been working now for about 15 years. It will continue to work for the next 15 years plus, and you can create a residual income where you can own your life. That's all I wanted. I wanted $1 more in residual income than what my bills were. And so we are doing what we're calling a Zoom Blitz, a webinar blitz, starting right now. Actually, we're doing presentations. We'll start every night at 8 p.m. UK time. Every night, 8 p.m. UK time. We're also going to be doing one at noon every day as well. So noon UK time and 8 p.m. UK time. You could literally get started right now, and by tomorrow in the afternoon, be making money. You could have people that you refer tomorrow at noon making money tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. UK time, okay? So we've got a whole host of incredible leaders. I mean, as I look at the pictures here, I mean, these are people who've earned multiple six figures, many of them multiple seven figures, you know, people who are leading entire countries doing this. So you're going to have the very best of the best working for you. All you have to do is invite people. And if you're willing to invite, you can have a lot of success. That's all I did when I got started. So listen, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. Be safe. And we'll see you on the next webinar. Take care, everyone.